Hello, my divine sea stars and bro stars. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I apologize, I haven't been online for a very, very long time. As you might have guessed, I have been going through my journey like all, and I had few things to say, but I was, you come to the point where you're like, let's digest more before we say something. But the other day I made a video about yet another heads up, which I'm going to possibly change my channel's name to Heads Up. And then I thought to myself, maybe I'm just projecting. And I said, okay, I kind of, postponed until I ran into an information about how the light workers are being attacked lately. And that was the topic of my video. And I said, okay, maybe it was timely, but, whatever. I kind of hesitated. Now that I have to say to you this, what I wanted to, I said in that video, but I rather do something shorter, hopefully, and more succinct. The thing is that when we get attacked, we somehow understand, this. What I'm going to talk about is something that you may fail to understand because it is very skillful. It is very skillful. And they are basically focusing and bringing on the emotions very vividly, and also it may be through waking moment visual. Normally, the thing is that normally you would call them downloads or inspirations or vivid dreams that mean something spiritually significant. Yet the difference is that when you think about it, the divine has nothing to do what we call darkness. Okay, you know what I mean. The creator created everything, yes, but when we are as spiritual beings living on this world as human beings, trying to return home, trying to return to our divinity and all of it, from our perspective, from our viewpoint, darkness is not what the divine would do or bring into your life to directly pull you into the higher timelines. The darkness is only a tool. Unfortunate to them, they are not aware of it. And fortunate to us, once we learn how they are maneuvering around, we know that they're just like when you're whitewater rafting, you don't want to hit that rock, or when you hit, you change your directions. So the darkness is like the rock that you are trying to avoid when you're whitewater rafting, or when you hit, you're not like, oh, that bad rock, let me keep on hitting your head and trying to persecute that rock, for being, evil to you and stuff like that, hurting you and all that. So I hope I'm able to express this. You need to focus on the light. I mean, light has to be your reference when you are trying to use your discernment when it comes to the direct interference of the divine in your life, the direct influence of the divine in your life. So whenever you have very strong emotions, very vivid just daytime images that come to you, or your meditation or dream time, very vivid dreams. Let me give you my examples. I hope I can express this to you even more as I go through my examples. The emotion is, well, it was after a dream. There was one day I had to stand up for myself because I was being framed, and I had to speak up, and I was like, hey, and I really rocked the boat. So it was very shocking to the other side for me to take this very unconventional step, so that I can firmly affirm my rights as a human being. And that night I went to sleep, and then I woke up with this like I don't remember the dreams, but I woke up with this like huge shame feelings, like this amazing shame feeling. And I was trying to understand, because I didn't remember my dreams, I was like trying to understand what happened. And I can say that two things happened. First, the people were ashamed, and the second thing is that shame is not something that I am not familiar of, and this is a critical thing that you should pay attention. The emotions or the images, the emotions that they're going to trigger, or the thought patterns that they are triggering, or the images that they are imposing on you so that they can get a certain reaction from you in order to manipulate you and get that reaction from you, are going to be based on your deeper fears, obstacles, and thought patterns. And when you go deep inside to see what that feeling is, you will recognize it. Once you recognize it, you will know that it is something that has been there, but now conveniently used by the dark to manipulate you at this point, to confuse you, or to do something really weird. And okay, this, switching back to the shame, it was something that I have always known. It would come to me after I have done something that my spirit always wanted to do, and it was always like, oh my god, I did something wrong. The shame is something very familiar to all the light workers, because I'm not going to say anything about our past lives or things like that. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, it is something that is imprinted in us to stop us from fully expressing ourselves, fully expressing our truth and our light. And the other thing was, as you guys know, when the year 2020 started, and I think I made a video about that, it has been a long time, I did make a video about that, if you want to check it out. The whole matrix got reset, okay, some reordering. It was like, like that pyramid moving in the movie Alien versus the Predator thing. It's like the whole pyramid kind of moves and settles down. And it was a rocking of the situation, but it since then we know that since 2020 started, that New Year's night this thing happened, and since then things have been like rocked a lot. But all of these are just the necessary changes, the necessary things that are preparing us to what is to come in the very near future, and it's already here to some who can feel, and it is like bringing out the darkness in ourselves and in the human population, so that they can be surfaced, they can be cleaned, and then we can step into the universal, the divine temple that is called the universe, with our clean shoes, with us being purified. When in January, a situation that has been lingering for a long time, I got this message when I was at the computer. It's not like I'm sitting on a meditation or dreaming or sleeping or even like kind of dozing off because I'm tired or nothing. I was just at my computer working, and I got this message, and I was like, it was something that resurfaced something in my life that was something I was like, I wish this is done already, like yesterday. I don't want to deal with this crap anymore. It's like, can it be gone from my life? But it was it was news that I would have to deal with it for a while, and that's one of the three reasons that I have been very preoccupied with a lot of things. That's one of the reasons I couldn't make the videos. And anyway, so when I got this message, I was like, yeah. And instantly came this very vivid image. I don't walk around with these vivid images coming to me during my daytime. Actually, I work very hard to really, stay with the spirit and so forth. I mean, as we grow up, we repress those things, right? And then we try to catch them back again. And this one was amazingly like, in my mind, so vivid, an image that I was shooting myself. I was killing myself, I was like, where did this come from? Because this thing, no matter how I just don't like it and I want it to be over with, has nothing, no, how do you say, value, for me to kill myself. I may be wishing that it is over, but it doesn't reflect that, turn back, and I would wish that I am over. No, thank you. I have many adventures to go through. This, big fly in my house. Sorry, the fly has to go, not me, not the house. But this was like so vivid and so, like, I was like this, having this vivid image in my mind at that moment. I was like, I could feel this playing out, like I'm watching a little clip from a movie. This is the critical thing. And had I assumed it belonged to me, I would be very misdirected into making wrong choices. The other thing is that I have been seeing some very vivid dreams. And I mean, how many ways they can come up with to silence you? And they sadly don't know that they may be able to silence me through the media, they may be able to silence me through my talking during my daytime, but they cannot silence the souls. And the whole show is being directed and played through the souls. So, as a side note to the darkness, waste your precious energy in your own evolution, not in trying to suck the energy from others. That way you can evolve. Okay, the dreams. Back to the light worker, bro stars and light sea stars. Back to the very vivid dreams I had. Jesus, like, I happened to be the one who, created this whole mess in the world. So I was like La Fontaine's, if you know the story, I was singled out in these dreams, like, I'm the only one, it's all because of me. I'm like, thank you. And then, like, I was in the zombie land, and it's all these zombie land was for projecting to the future. Okay, the guilt, the self-destruct, the shame, they were all attacking to me, to my personality, the personality that I am growing in this world realm, and my soul, how it expresses itself. And the zombie land was that I saw like two very very vivid dreams about it, and they really made me question what the heck is going on. And I came to realize that they are just the timelines that they wanted to insert into my mind as vividly and as strongly as they can, so that I can go into that timeline, and I can how do you say, expand that timeline. So and when I was thinking about these experiences, because after you get off from a nightmare, and one of them was like perfect, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning with this nightmare, and I was like, everything looked like a sign from the divine, except the fact that in a divine timeline there's only heaven. So the divine cannot be pushing you into a direction like, oh, here, look at that, you have to go that way. You see what I mean? The divine is not going to take you on a route that is hell. The only reason the divine gives you a little bit of a hell, or if you insist, more hell, is to get yourself to pay attention to something that is not going to take you to the paradise, not going to take you to the heavenly world realm, if you stay like that. So it's something that you have to change, you have to integrate, you have to purge, and then kind of clean it up and grow the new and all of that. So it's like a self-work thing, which is also a good opportunity, because every time the dark works on us, it is because it has something that it can latch onto within us. So all these things I'm talking to you about is first things first, know that they are not from the divine. But also know that every darkness serves the light in a very negative way. I mean, it finally serves the light if you work towards the light. So, when you get these things, also be aware that, I mean, you don't have to think with your mind, just sit with it. Okay? Just sit with it and digest what is going on. And may have your own discernment. And see what you need to change. See where you need to dive in a little bit more to excavate that directions. To see what, dirt-filled path that there is in your psyche, in your soul, that needs to be cleared out. But know that that is not from the message is not from the divine, as in the light. Okay, it's not coming from the light side. And the divine wants us to go into the light, because that's our path to really reaching the divine. The dark is a stepping stone to carve what we want, or what the divine wants to carve through us. Okay? I hope I have been able to express. I really like to make videos when I'm really inspired to do. I have done this a little bit more with my mind. The other one is, I don't know, I'm a little I still have to work on things, I guess. So just thank you for being patient, and thank you for hearing me out, and please let me know if I have not been able to express something right, and if I got you confused or anything. Also, I would love to hear if you can agree with it or not. Hope to make more videos sometime soon, I hope. Thank you guys, and I hope you're doing fine. Hang in there. We are going through some really, really strong rinse and wash cycles. I mean, my experiences have been like, boy oh boy, difficult experiences. Hang in there, guys, hang in there. And always talk with your divine team. Always talk with your spirit helpers, light being helpers, the great spirit, or the creator, or God, or Allah, whatever you want to call the name. The mystery that we cannot understand is calling to us to just breathe and embrace it. Embrace the mystery and just focus yourself on the light. It's gonna take us to where we want to go. Okay? Namaste, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.